What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Water Bros podcast. As always, we're your hosts. I'm Zach, and this is my little brother, Benjamin. And we are here, Ben. So grab a drink, get to the bench, pull up and watch the national championship for March Madness. It is coming to an end as we speak right now. Benny, how are we doing today, dude?
Oh, we're
This
we're doing
March
good.
Madness Championship Monday.
Yeah, a little March Madness Championship Monday. There's not much better than March Madness. I mean, we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna talk best tournament type sport or tournaments in sports, as I believe March Madness is right up there. But it is awesome watching the championship game. Looking like Michigan might pull it out.
Yeah, Michigan pulling away. As we know, you and I chatted. I was pulling for Arizona to get the upset on Michigan. That didn't happen, but Michigan's looking pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean, UConn's keeping it tight here with just under 15 minutes left. Just got a fast break layup, keeping it interesting, keeping it tight.
Do you know what the spread was and what the over-under was, Benny, going into it? I don't think I saw.
I don't remember what the spread was, but now I'm curious. Now I want to look at what it was. So going into the game, it closed at... Oh, I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it closed as Michigan 9.5, or it opened at 9.5 point favorites. Closed at 6.5. So right now, you know, the UConn Huskies are covering. Yep, they're covering right now. So,
but that was a filthy little drop back jumper from Michigan just now.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
The beauty, because there's about 13 minutes, is we'll probably be recording still when this ends, so we'll be able to give our live reaction to the champion. Obviously, no skin in the game from either of us, but
nope. Yeah, no skin here. Just hoping for a good game and hoping for, you know, maybe a buzzer beater to end. That would make things very interesting, and I wouldn't mind that at all. But outside of just live reactions to March Madness, we're also, since we're in the off season, we'll fill the jug, but we've got some March Madness style high quality H2O coming for the people. And not only that, like I mentioned, we're going to be touching on the top 5 playoffs or tournaments in sports, in our opinion. After that, we'll wrap it up with some off-season snacks. What's going on in the football world? What's going on in the world of sport in general? And how we can talk about it all.
There's a little bit of madness all throughout March, and I can't believe we're already in April. But, dude, tell me, apart from a national championship game on tonight, what is filling the jug?
You know, I think for me, I mean, this weekend was fantastic. Easter weekend. You know, enjoying Easter with Rudy, and you know, we laid out, we had carrots out, and the Easter bunny gnawed on the carrots like he's the reindeer at Christmas, and had eggs sprinkled throughout the house to lead to Rudy's basket. I mean, he was just loving every bit of it, and so that really filled the jug. Had a party with our family, had a party with Heather's family. And so it was a fantastic weekend, all in all. That fills the jug, family time, and was able to take a little bit of a break last week, work-wise too. Wasn't just fully working the whole time, so that's good. You know, it was positives all around for me.
I love it. No, and happy belated Easter to all the Benchwarmers hanging out with us, listening to the podcast. I don't know. We don't have probably enough people listening to have a name for that listening group, but Benchwarmers isn't bad.
No, that's not bad at all. That's a good poll right there.
Yeah, I like Benchwarmers, but yeah, Easter was fantastic. We obviously Saturday with our family, it was an absolute blast. I love it when the weather gets nice enough to be outside because those parties are just so fun. The kids play and run around with reckless abandon. Yeah. Not a care in the world, and inevitably we always just kind of devolve into some competitions, and that's just a good time.
Yeah, it is a great time. Those
Benny,
parties are the best.
I gotta ask you, are you sore from your pull-ups, my friend?
I am sore. Yeah, the upper body is sore because the next day I ended up doing pull-ups at Heather's family too. So I'm double feeling it.
The competition continued, huh? I
Yeah,
love it.
it continued in my eyes. I wasn't able to do as many the next day. Yeah, the upper body's feeling it. And little does everybody know, I also pulled the muscle in my thigh. I more got like a cramp. I cramped in my thigh doing a pull-up, which is like the weirdest thing.
Jay and I were talking afterwards. Is like, dude, you gotta figure out your thigh and hamstring situation because
It's not good.
we go dancing and it cramps and gets all tight, and we were doing pull ups and you get going and you get a cramp that's hurting you.
Yeah,
It's not a good situation.
I think I should, get out of bed at night and start stretching with Heather when she stretches before bed, and I'm like,
Hey,
and
yeah,
I'm just laying there. I should
you
stretch.
just
I need
gotta
to stretch.
join. Yeah, you gotta join that party.
So that would be a lot better because yes, I am struggling with the injuries as of late. So I
Yeah,
should
you gotta do
figure that
some
out.
muscle care, some mobility, some. It's too funny.
Yeah, I mean I'm not 20 anymore. I gotta figure it out.
No, yeah, I'm feeling it for sure. I haven't done pull-ups in a long time, and so I'm feeling it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
Felt
that.
through the shoulder blades and
Hmm.
you got your delts, you got the back workout going when you do the pull-up. I don't use those muscles very
Well,
much
and the
apparently.
core, but the core too. Like you're really
Yeah,
tightening the
your
core to get those
abs.
pull-ups. So
Yep.
feeling it there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a great workout. Jay now wants a pull-up bar in the gym, which
uh,
I'm all for. It's a
yeah.
it's it's a great test of your physical fitness level.
Oh, for sure. And you're yeah, literally it's the name, but you're just pulling up your whole body weight.
Yeah.
So how many of those can you do? So I
No.
gotta figure that part out and keep on working on my
Are you still
fitness here.
feeling it today? You're still feeling it in the thigh today?
No, the thigh, no, thigh I feel
Good.
fine, but the upper body I feel sore.
Good. I'm glad you still don't have a cramp.
I
A
know.
couple days later.
That's how I know it wasn't a pull. It was just a cramp,
Yeah.
a very embarrassing cramp, but we made it through.
No. I love it. Ben, one other thing that I want to say is fill in the jug is right now, I mean, obviously sports we're in the off season, but the TV game right
Mm.
now is pretty strong, as well as movie game. I went and saw Project Hail Mary. That was amazing.
Ooh, yes.
Um, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and they're coming out with just today came out with a Star Wars Darth Maul standalone series.
Oh.
So I'm pretty excited about that. It is animated, but I'm not above a cartoon, so that's gonna be exciting to watch. There's a lot of good stuff going on right now.
Yeah,
Survivor is in the
the
thick of it.
survivors in it.
Love on the Spectrum was absolute wholesome, just wonderful entertainment.
Yeah, feel
So,
good.
oh yeah. So,
Well, I think for me, I look at it like, um, I can't believe that we never watched Jury Duty and it came out in
oh
2023.
man, Jury Duty's so funny. Company Retreat. Are you guys all the way through?
So we finished Jury Duty last night,
Heck
and
yeah.
it
So good,
was
huh?
awesome.
So good.
Like
And the
that
dude's
outcome
just
was
so
so good.
genuine. He's just so good. If anyone has not listening to this has not watched Jury Duty, please go and watch it. It's
It
on
is
Prime.
so
It's
worth it.
so good. Yeah, it's an incredible. And Benny, believe it or not, with Company Retreat, lightning has struck twice. They've done it back to back. It's so good.
And so Heather was telling me, and I didn't remember this. I thought she was lying, but you think Company Retreat is better?
I think it is more fun because they can kind of get away with more because it's
Oh,
a private company's
mm.
retreat. And so they're not kind of bogged down by the restrictions of a courtroom and the whole jury. Like the antics that go on are absolutely insane.
On
So,
another level.
yeah, like it's so funny. The guy all the time is just like, I mean, you couldn't write a script for this. Like he actually says that in his little interviews. He's like, you couldn't write a script like this. Like my family won't believe this. I'd be like, there's no way. Like you couldn't even make this up for television. Like he's saying it in his little side interviews.
That's
And it's so
hilarious.
good. Yeah. And the dude's just an infectious personality. So I think you'll like it a lot.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to start watching that one. I'm sure tonight or something because we loved Jury Duty, so we're ready to get right back on the train in that type of series.
Yeah, it's a good time. Another great, just wholesome entertainment show.
We need more of that in this, especially in the off season when we
Yeah.
don't have as many sports. But I will say I have been enjoying watching some basketball. It is fun to watch the high level basketball. I am going to the Mammoth game tomorrow night too.
Oh, heck yeah. The Mammoth, hey, that is some fun stuff. I obviously don't catch everything, but I do catch all the highlights that always comes up. I make sure to tune into at least that. And it's just so fast. It's so good.
Yeah, so fast, and I'll be right on the glass. I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna see Connor McDavid play, one of the best players in the NHL,
Oh, no way.
leading scorer in the NHL.
Heck yeah, dude. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so it should be a good time. So there's a lot filling the jug, I think, on both our ends. And if you couldn't tell, we're still in our work outfits.
Yeah, we're dressed up for the pod today. We did not change at all.
Yeah.
So
No changing, just taking care of kids, putting them in bed, is trying to give wives a break when we get home. You know the drill. That's Water Bros football right there. That's
100%.
That's life.
Well, and the weather was beautiful today, so like the kids played outside. They were exhausted, so bedtime.
Yeah.
Like Gwen went down early, like 6 o'clock, because she
was out.
Pooped. Yeah, she was just so tired.
Yeah, and Rudy was exhausted too. He was in the same boat. They went on a walk around daybreak today, so he was tired and ready. Didn't fight me at all. Had a bath before bed, so
I love
he
it.
was ready.
No, life is good, man. The off season is the off season, but it's been good.
But how about we recap? Speaking of off season, how about we recap in April some high quality March Madness H2O.
Some high quality March Madness H2O. Heck
Coming
yeah,
at
dude.
ya.
I think we'll highlight. Obviously, UConn is in the championship right now, playing for the W. But I think my favorite one is the Elite Eight buzzer beater for UConn, 3-pointer to take them into the Final Four. And that was over. I'm forgetting who they were playing against.
Yeah, they beat Duke.
That's right. And
the player
Boozer,
of the year, Cameron Boozer.
Yeah, Cameron Boozer has the ball and trying to move it down the court. They're in the lead. Duke really just needs to protect the ball. They don't.
And Caden just throws it away. Yeah.
And if just from the deep, way beyond the arc, hits a three. He hadn't hit a three all game. True freshman, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct.
So good. And then you got Dan Hurley coming up and just looking like he's going to body the ref, but he's just so excited.
Absolutely, headbutts the ref. I mean, unbelievable charisma and energy in that moment.
I absolutely love it. And
I mean, if you look back at it in the way that happened, it wouldn't have been a shock if Dan Hurley got a T right there.
No, because he made contact with
ref.
Him, that risky business there.
Yeah, if I'm Duke, I'm probably pretty upset about that. But hey, neither here nor there at this point.
And then I mean they're in the dance and Duke's not, so
that's true.
It is what it is.
They're trying to fight for their life right now, taking out referees like.
Oh, I know. They
right.
just had a big old collision at the end of the court, and Dan Hurley was in there helping him out.
Oh yeah, he's always in there.
He's everywhere. He's playing all over the place.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get in the scrum.
They actually have a documentary that came out about Dan Hurley and his journey with UConn that I think would be a good watch.
That would be a good watch, and I would be very interested in watching. I find him very fascinating. But the other side of the token, so we have Dusty May, who's leading Michigan. And his son is on the team, which it would be really cool if his son got in the game in the national championship. Doesn't look like it will be that way right now with how close it is. But in the Elite Eight, he did get in the game and drilled a three in the corner. Charlie May drilling a three in March Madness, playing for his dad, wearing the M on his chest. Like, really, I mean, just storybook type stuff. Father and son. That's something you just never forget.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool to be able to play for your dad in the biggest stage and getting the job done. I mean, Michigan right now pulling away, like,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But
Yeah.
Benny, I think you gotta dive into some NBA if I'm not mistaken.
I do. And since this, we did have some snafus with some recording last week when I had written down some of these stats. The frustrating part is since this all happened, Luka Doncic has gotten injured and Austin Reeves has gotten injured with not like some pretty serious injuries, which is not ideal. But Luka was the 10th player of all time to hit 600 points in a calendar month. And just to put this in perspective as the worst trade of all time, if you're the Dallas Mavericks, Anthony Davis hasn't scored 600 points since he was traded to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
So they should be regretting that.
Big time.
100%. And the other two big things, of course, includes our king, LeBron James. And LeBron is the all-time winningest player in NBA history, regular season and playoffs, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So he owns the record books at this point.
Heck yeah.
But the last one, which is one of my personal favorites, speaking of fathers and sons playing or coaching, whatever it is, Bron and Bronny just had the first ever connection in the NBA, father to son assist, as Bronny drills a three-pointer. Just absolutely iconic. Something, once again, you'll never be able to give away. Like, that's in history forever.
And that, I mean, it's so cool. And I mean, I know Bronny, I mean, power to him because he gets a lot of flack being who he is. And there's a lot of credibility critique of like, should he be there? Shouldn't he? But I think he's really coming into his own. I feel like he's developing. I mean, you've highlighted how much time he's getting in the G League and getting stuff done there. And so, I mean, I think time will tell, but to get an assist and be playing with your dad and be playing at a level where you're contributing to the team, I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah,
to play
it's
father
incredible.
And son.
And he's getting more and more minutes because of how well he's playing. And that's just a testament to hard work, and he's keeping his head down because it could be very easy having LeBron James as your dad to not be as diligent, but he's a pro, and he is proving that he belongs. Goodness.
Bless you. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
I wish only the best. I think it'd be cool to see him continue to get better and to just overcome all the naysayers. Yeah. 100%. And Benny, I just thought of another thing that I need to highlight that I forgot to talk to you about on Saturday is obviously we're going into Masters Week.
Yes.
And there was a lot of golf this last weekend, but Bryson DeChambeau was having some crazy shots. Like, did you see the highlight of his 300-yard three-wood? Like, right to the pin? Did you see that one?
No, I think I saw that he dunked one. Didn't he dunk one?
Yeah, dunked one where he chipped it in and it didn't even touch the green, just sunk in the hole.
So
like,
that's
Bryson
what I saw.
had insane shots over the weekend, and so that got me really excited for the Masters.
He's been on an absolute tear, and he won again. He won in South Africa. Oh, that was South Africa.
Yeah, and I think that's the one, the highlights I was seeing.
Yeah, because he won back-to-back in Singapore and then South Africa. You're right.
Yeah.
And both were in playoffs. That's crazy.
But all of my feed golf-wise has been Bryson DeChambeau just absolutely ripping a golf ball, and I'm all here for it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I don't think there's anything better on a golf feed than to see him just ripping a three-wood driver. It's awesome.
It's incredible, and it's everything that I can just dream about being on a golf course. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Masters this weekend is going to be very interesting. There's I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks. I'm going to make a hot take here. I don't think that Scotty's going to be in the mix. I think he hasn't
Hey,
been playing very well. That's not
I was
like,
gonna say I haven't seen his name really popping up much. So,
well, and he just had his second son. Him and
yep.
his wife did, and so
And we know from Scotty that his priorities are
yeah,
family.
family.
Like he at the end of the day, like he's grateful for golf and what it's done. But I feel like he's one of those that does have priorities straight in that regard. Like
Oh, for
he
sure.
knows what he does it for, and he's not gonna
So
forego his family by any means.
here's the question for you then, heading into the Masters, just while we're on that subject.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a back-to-back European winner? Or is it going to be an American? Or you could say anyone in the world, or is it going to be an American that comes out on top this weekend?
Oh, that's a good question because last year it was
Rory.
Rory, right?
European,
So
yeah.
European win there from where is he from? The
He's
UK?
from England. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, with a name like
Or
Royal
actually, no, he's
McIlroy.
I'm sorry, he's from Northern
Is-
Ireland.
I
Please
was gonna
forgive
say
me.
he's from he's got to be Irish with McIlroy.
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
Northern Ireland. Forgive me.
No, you're good. I'm gonna say just because it's been a good year for the U.S. winning stuff. We had great wins in hockey. I'm gonna say the Masters is gonna be won by an American this year. I would have to
Okay.
look at the spread to actually pick somebody and see
Yeah,
which horse I feel good about, but
Bryson DeChambeau's playing
he's
his best golf.
he's playing on a heater, so that's where I would lean right now. But I'm kind of a Bryson DeChambeau stan, so that's
Yeah.
blinded by
Bryson,
favoritism.
he'll be up there. I think Colin Morikawa's playing some good golf. JJ Spawn just won last weekend and he won a major last year. So there's some guys that are playing some good golf right now. Akshay Bhatia, he's
Yeah,
playing some good golf right now.
look at you knowing your depth in golf,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I know my golfers. I love watching golf. It's one of my favorite things to put on a weekend because it's in the background, the sounds and just hearing flush golf shots all day is awesome.
Yeah, that is one of the most satisfying sports sounds in all of all time.
Definitely.
Mount Rushmore golf sounds, you got to have a clean driver
Yeah, just a
on that
absolute
list.
nukes driver. Oh yeah.
And then like the mic on the hole, or just the sink putt, and you hear the little cup noise. You know what I mean? Like
I
that's
think
also a great
one of my
sound.
favorites is the sound of the ball hitting the green on like an approach shot. And
Yeah,
just like a thud. Yeah,
yeah.
that's some good stuff.
Just pull up golf ASMR after this.
Yeah, exactly. I might volunteer that to Heather. Like, hey, let's try going to sleep to this tonight.
to just some
instead.
golf ASMR.
Just
That's too funny. My golf ASMR would be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just us muttering swear words to ourselves the whole time.
Yeah, it'd be from Home Alone.
Yes, very much so. Home Alone thing, Harry. Gosh,
Too
Which-
funny, dude.
Before we touch on the top 5 like playoffs or tournaments, just since we're talking golf,
Yeah.
I just want to throw in one of the off-season snacks because we're on a golf roll right now.
Yes, we are. We're deep in the golf right now, so let's do it.
So let's just touch on it because
it's the elephant in the room.
the elephant in the room, Tiger Woods will not be at the Masters. He is going to be in rehab alongside Puka Nakua, his rehab bro.
That's right.
That was pretty wild last week, both those things happening.
Crazy chain of events. And with Tiger Woods, obviously second DUI, rolls his car.
Just an absolute mess.
Just a bad situation. Thank goodness that he's not like in bad shape or anything, right? He came out of it to where he can get help, he can go to rehab and take care of himself that way. But
yeah, he's not dead or anything or he didn't kill anybody. It could be.
Thank goodness. Like it could be a way worse situation than it is. Like really, it's just like a highlight of, hey, this guy needs to take
He
care
needs
of
some help.
himself. Yeah, he
Yeah.
needs some help.
And I mean, when you've had 25 plus surgeries on your body, I don't know of anybody that's not going to be addicted to, you know,
Some
like painkillers.
painkiller
Yeah,
type.
like
I'm sure he has chronic pain that he
deals with.
manages and deals
Yeah,
with, but if you're gonna do that, you gotta take
don't
care of
drive.
it. I
But
mean,
you're
you say
also a
what you want to
billionaire.
say about Dave Portnoy, but his whole point was like, I don't care if he was drinking, I don't care if he was under the influence of prescription drugs, whatever he was doing. Why is he driving himself anywhere?
Yeah, you're
He
rich
has
enough to
so
have someone
much
drive you.
money.
Hmm.
You can be driven wherever you go to make sure you're safe. And it's just a responsibility thing. You gotta own
Yeah,
up and be responsible in your decisions. And that's
yeah.
not what happened.
No, I completely
But
agree with that. It's very unfortunate, and at least for both those individuals, hopefully they're getting help that they are seeking out that they need.
yeah, and on like the Puka front, I mean, we can hang out on the off-season snacks here for a second, Benny, and maybe we close on the top five playoffs because
Oh
I think
yeah,
this
might as
will
well.
spin right into our NFL stuff. Like,
That's true.
we have Jackson Smith and Jigba gets
Hmm.
paid an absolute bag. He's making what, 41 million in
Yeah, I
his new
think
contract.
41 and a half or 42 and a half, one of
Something
the
like
two.
that. Like
Hmm.
it's an absurd number for a wide receiver. He reset the market, and Puka Nacua is that guy. He's one of those dudes who should make a ton of
Hmm.
money, and he's coming up on that contract negotiation cycle,
Yep.
and he can't be a distraction, and that is what he has been since playoffs
Yeah.
for the Rams. Like it's been pretty constant.
Well, and even before the playoffs, like throughout the regular season, I think there were a couple instances of him doing things, and it's unfortunate because he's an absolute dog, and I think he'll be
He's
fine. But I
yeah,
mean, it's another one of those scenarios where it's like you have all the resources in the world, and all the Rams are telling you is like just don't mess up,
yeah.
like
And
just keep level headed. That's all we need.
And please don't, because Puka is so fun to watch. He seems like a great dude, and we're fans. He's from BYU. We're Utes,
Hmm.
obviously, in this podcast, but great representation of Utah football coming out of BYU from Puka.
Oh,
So
definitely.
love seeing him. He's always great on Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Um, seems just like a great dude to hang out with, but has just obviously been dealing with some personal demons that hopefully you
Yeah.
can overcome, man.
Yeah, I hope so. And that's one issue that, some teams are dealing with, but what's going on in Philly? It seems like you guys can never figure out
Yes. Just speaking
the
of
off the field.
distractions, right? Like it's getting to the point where, you know, what was I watching the other day? There's a comedian that was doing like a Q&A, and someone asked him, was like, hey, how do I tell people that they're annoying and that they're bothering me? And that, like, he's like, how often is this happening? He's like, it happens all the time. And his comeback was, well, um, if you meet more than two assholes in one morning before noon, then you're probably the one. Like, you're probably the
Yeah.
problem. And like that's how I feel with Jalen. Like people just keep saying and keep saying, the narrative keeps coming up. It's like it must be like it at this point. There has to be something there that's real, and it's just a distraction. And so I just hope they can figure it out, dude.
I mean, he really does have like a different demeanor about him. Like he
Yeah,
just he just operates differently than most.
his leadership in the locker room, I'd be very curious to see
Mm.
and be like the fly on the wall. Like I can't imagine him speaking in riddles and metaphors landing all that well all the time. Like I don't know if he's that way behind closed doors, but that's who we see in public. And I don't
Yeah,
know,
so
man.
so Jalen, tell us what was it? What were you thinking about when you threw that interception in the third quarter? The sun doesn't rise until the sun rises, and then it goes down, and it becomes dark. It's
That's
like what?
that's what I mean. Like he just is always talking in proverbs, and Like if that is how he is all the time, like I feel like that would be tough. I mean,
Barry.
wish him all the best in what he's doing. Like I love Jalen when he's playing well. He plays well, but I mean, they're saying he's calling, audibles, not wanting to
Hmm.
fully flesh out the scheme or adjust in the scheme. He has what he likes, and he doesn't really heed the any changes
Hmm.
to what he likes. Like, and if that then becomes a detriment to everybody else, that's gonna be a problem. And so I'm
Yeah.
not feeling the best about our QB room at the
Well,
moment.
and it doesn't help either that all the rumors are swirling about trading AJ Brown. And
Yeah.
just so you're aware, do you know that in training camp, which team the Eagles are going to be doing joint practices with?
Are they practicing with the Seahawks?
Nope.
Patriots?
Hmm.
Heck yeah.
I think the Patriots just want a closer look at AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. Let's get some good comps.
Yeah, hey, we're ready to just get in front of him, have him chat with Mike Vrabel a little bit. That's going to be an interesting couple days to
Well,
hear all the stories about that.
and I mean that was a super obnoxious through line the entire season as well of like how discontent AJ Brown was, and there's this whole thing. And so again, if people keep saying it stinks, it must stink a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there must be
So
something. I mean, because
there's
when you
got to
have so
be.
many talented people, the ball can't go around to everybody, right? Like
Yeah.
only one ball to go around and a lot of mouths to feed, so someone might get upset. And especially if
Yeah.
they're that season they were just running the ball, running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. So AJ Brown's probably like, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, and I said it when we talked about kind of our uh what's it called? The combine slash
Hmm.
draft predictions, what we want to see. I do think in the offseason so far the Eagles have generally gotten worse. I don't feel like Howie's done a lot of his magic yet to make us better.
Yeah,
So
lost a little bit of talent for sure.
yeah, so I'm still waiting to see where we come out of this off season. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there is a team that garnered a good Eagles player, it was the Raiders.
the
They
Raiders be
they've been
spending
on a
money.
tear. They've been
They
spending
are
money.
no, go
Well,
ahead.
they got Kobe Dean from the Eagles, which is
Yep.
that's a great linebacker, but they also got Quay Walker, another great
Yep.
linebacker. And they spent money all these other places, but the biggest signing, Kirko Chains,
Kirko Chain's going to Vegas, baby.
coming to
And
save Sin City.
getting an absolute bag. Talk about comparisons of QB rooms. You have the Eagles situation, which is what it is. Apparently, just a bad deal. And then you go over to just the vibe guys central with Kirk Cousins and probably most likely Fernando Mendoza
Hmm.
to become the most wholesome companionship of QBs in Sin City, and I cannot wait to see it.
I mean, I can only picture like what their conversations are gonna be like, and just like how nice they're gonna be to each other. Like, oh, thank you so much, Kirk. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Fernando. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Hey,
Yeah,
thank you.
it.
Just they're gonna be so wholesome. They're gonna be, I don't know. They're gonna be the
I
most interesting
think
quarterback room.
I want to see like an edit of all their interactions that are wholesome and just be like heaven. I'm in heaven.
Yeah. It
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
it really is a match made in heaven, those two together. I am very interested to see how that all turns out.
Yeah, I don't think you could get a better senior mentor than Kirk. And how does Kirk do it, man? He just gets secure contract after secure contract. Obviously has a stellar agent. He must be that good of a leader in the room.
Yeah, and he's reliable. He's a good person to have around, and he can sling it. Like, is he the greatest? No, but he can sling it, and
Yeah,
he
he can
doesn't
get a
cause
job
any
done.
issues.
And I mean, Raiders have weapons like they have Ashton Genty in the backfield.
Hmm.
They've got Brock Bowers, who's gonna be one of the best tight ends I think in the NFL
Hmm.
um, over his career. Like I think he is one of those guys. And so to have someone who's consistent and knows how to call at the line and kind of be a field general, and actually execute, recognize just until Fernando gets up to speed. Like,
Yeah, I
you
mean
can
it
ask for
takes
better.
all the pressure off Fernando, and all Kirk is doing is depositing checks. That's all that
Yeah.
man does.
Yeah. What
He's
was
got
it,
a
like 5 years, like the longest stint of uh, guaranteed money in NFL history, I think is now held by Kirk.
oh
Like,
something like that.
I think he's got the longest streak of guaranteed contracts right
I mean
now,
it's
and he's the
impressive.
third most earning NFL player in
Hmm.
history. And
Yeah, that's wild that he's
so
number
good on you,
three.
Kirk.
Yeah, hey,
Good on you.
good for you, Kirk O'Chains. Enjoy Vegas, my friend.
When Jay heard that Kirk was gonna be in Vegas, she's like, "We gotta go. We gotta go see a game." It's like she loves Kirk ever since the quarterbacks series on Netflix. She is a big Kirk fan, so
I mean, if
we
you're gonna
might
want to
be
watch him play, you might have to go early in the season
yeah,
because Fernando
because
might be taking over
yeah,
quick.
he may not be leading the ship for too long, but
Right. Oh, which is so wild. Which, speaking of the regular season in football, during all this hoopla about the Eagles and owners are saying things, general managers, we have this whole, I guess owners and coaches really, but we've had this whole situation surrounding refs and not being able to come to an agreement with the NFL refs
yeah,
and coming up with rules to ensure that they can reverse calls for all these substitute refs, which yes, that is good to do, but at the same time, like, let's just get a deal done, people. We don't want to watch these
yeah.
substitute refs out here in the billions of dollar organization of the NFL. It's unacceptable.
No, they need to get something done. I think that's probably the biggest wrinkle that came out of the coaches and owners meetings the last week or the week before, whatever. Is that, like, first you got to get a deal done, but I mean, just the fact that you can overturn a lot,
Mhm.
they're giving a lot more overturn power to kind of NFL headquarters.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be interesting.
yeah. I mean, they're basically going to be consulting all the previous refs that aren't a part of the negotiations at this point, getting them to make the right calls.
Yeah. But I don't think I think it's bad for the game. The refs are just such an integral part of the sport. You need to have guys out there that are capable and ready. And obviously people are going to say, well, the refs that they currently have aren't capable and ready. There's always going to be people who complain about the refs, but the NFL is a great product. And
Yes, it
the
is.
refs are part of that. So
Yeah,
whatever they
they're
got to do, they got to get it done.
Yeah, they're a massive part of the game, and you can't deny that.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect, but the refs they have a tough job, and that's why you need the pros out there doing what they do,
Yeah,
calling these games.
it's an impossible task, right? So if you have someone that can do it at a pretty high level, like let's get them paid and taken care of. Like, you're just too big, you're too good of a product to not have the best out there.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. It's
But
it's borderline unacceptable, but we'll see if they can come to some sort of agreement. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I would love to see it.
well, and I mean the fact that they're going to make sure that they at minimum have those replacement refs
Mhm.
hired so that the season can start on time, like that means
But
that negotiations are not going.
yeah, they are not
Like that
going at
that
all.
is they're pivoting and focusing on, like, they literally are doing a circle back. It's like, hey, we're gonna pivot,
I
look at
mean, we
hiring
would
others, and we'll circle back to negotiations, I guess.
we would probably call that an impasse of negotiations, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it does not look like it's boding well for that process, but
No, not at all.
we'll
And it's
see, dude.
also it's also not looking like it's boding well for UConn right now as we're
No, I was just doing a little check-in. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. 60-53, Michigan leading.
yeah, it's
And
they've
they've been able
kept
to
that little
keep,
buffer
I was
this
gonna
whole
say, they've
time.
been able to keep that kind of pad for the entire half so
Yep.
far. So
Yeah.
I don't know that UConn, unless I mean, crazier things have happened, but
True.
I don't
Well,
think UConn's gonna have it today.
I don't think so either, unfortunately. But
And
with
we should shout out UCLA won for the women. So shout out
yes,
UCLA beat South Carolina, which has been a juggernaut in the game. So
yeah, their first
um,
ever women's basketball title, which is
yeah, pretty sweet.
crazy. Yeah, really,
And
really cool for UCLA.
one of the players, her brother won with UCLA. Like, when did UCLA win last? Was it
So
a few years ago? Do you know who I'm
UCLA
talking
hasn't
about?
won Jaime Jaquez. He
Yeah.
plays for Miami. He didn't
Oh,
win.
Miami. That's what it was.
Yeah, but he didn't win the championship, but he did play at UCLA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I only saw
So
a little
she
sliver
now,
that they both played in the
I
game,
think,
but
I think he did play in the championship game, but I don't think they
okay,
won,
they
if
didn't
I'm recalling
win.
correctly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she
That
has the
was
bragging rights over her brother at this point.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is pretty
Pretty
cool.
sweet.
And so I think she's lower class, like freshman or something, which is
Yeah,
impressive.
bodes well for UCLA.
Oh, definitely, because she'll keep doing her thing, caravan from deep, and he drilled it. Okay,
See,
thanks.
oh, but he misses the layup. The scrappy play at the bucket. Benny, while this is finishing up, let's just go ahead and dive in. The
Guard.
question is, which is the best sports championship series that you can watch?
Yeah, for me, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go from 5 to 1.
Okay.
Okay, so at number 5 for me personally, I'm going Stanley Cup playoffs, NHL.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Stanley Cup is electric. I
yeah,
mean, so fast, the best on best.
and
Playoff
not only
hockey is
that,
electric.
it's like the Stanley Cup itself is an iconic trophy that travels around with the winning team. Everybody
Yeah.
loves it. Everybody knows about it. So that one's really fun. And those hockey players, they go through hell and back for their bodies as they go through the tournament, and they all play. Like they have broken
They
bones
all
and they're just
are
playing.
banged up and beat up after, I mean, such a long season in hockey anyway. But it's all for the guts and glory so they can raise Lord Stanley.
Lambo. Or yeah, not Lambo. Lord Stanley, thank you. Yeah,
And then
it's pretty
it's
impressive.
so good. It's so good. The giant cup is sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool, and so I think that deserves to be in the top 5. For me at number 4, I am going to say World Cup. Having
Okay.
been in Argentina and witnessing around the world just the amount of energy and passion that goes into that tournament, whether you're a player or a fan, and the countries, like, it's intense and it's absolutely incredible. I love the World Cup. Argentina's won one, and hopefully the U.S. can figure it out in soccer, because
Yes, maybe
embarrassing.
someday on the men's side. The women's side, they do
True.
They
Men's
do great. Just the men's cannot figure out for the life of them how to put together a squad. But maybe one day.
No. Yeah, and I mean, it's just such an electric, tournament. All every aspect of it, I'm a big fan of.
And I'm a big fan of country versus country. Like any tournament where it's country versus country, I just feel like there's so much pride, there's so much love for that, and that I love the juice that comes with the World Cup.
Yeah, it brings out like just a different level of energy and fandom that you don't necessarily get when you're just watching pro teams or college teams or whatever.
Yeah, there feels like there's a little more personal investment when it's your country.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that one comes in for me at number 4. And at number 3, I am going with the NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Leading up to the finals for the Larry O'Brien trophy. So I love the NBA, the best of 7 series, exactly the same as NHL. It's best on best, and it's more of like the chess match and how you can play the right pieces, how you can get to the title. And they've had a lot of parity over these past few years where they've had
that's very
different
true.
champions. So I like that aspect of it.
It's hard to beat a final 7 series for the championship. Like, there's just so much on the line. That's always really fun to watch.
And especially when it goes to a game 7. That's really hard to beat. Like, game 7 in basketball is
when
It's
it's
pretty
neck
fun.
and neck. Yeah.
And so that one for me is hard to beat there at number 3 with my basketball roots. And at number 2, I'm going NFL. So I think Super Bowl, all the playoffs leading up to the Super Bowl. Ultimately, there's really only one tournament that beats that, and that is the tournament of all tournaments. The group of 64 teams that go and vie for a national championship in March Madness, NCAA basketball. It's just it's hard to beat. You know, I think both of those. I had told you this. It's like a 1A 1B.
Yeah. Yep.
If I had to choose
They're
one, though, I'm
both
going.
incredible, but I mean, yeah, it's. I don't blame you, Benny.
I got to go March Madness as my one.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all for having March Madness as we're a minute 7, 66 to 58. Michigan hanging on, shooting at the free throw line. Um,
Looking like
but
they're going to pull it out.
just the pace and the speed of March Madness 2 is something that's hard to beat. Like you just have so much that happens so fast. It's one and done. There's no other shots. You either perform or you don't, and that is electric. That is so good. And Benny, I think I would change. Obviously, a big omission that you left out is the college football playoff, which I think
Yeah.
we both agree has its issues. But if I'm going to be ranking mine out, I am going to give the college football playoff a little nod. My honorable mention is maybe Masters. Since we did talk about that, but at number 5, I'm going to put the college football playoff. Big issue though with that one. I just love college football, so I'm going to put it in there, and I watch all those games. But the pacing and the schedule of it is just crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I just absolutely despise that piece. But I am going to put it at number 5 because I love the game. And then at number 4, I am going to put in World Cup as well. I'll keep that one the same as yours. Number 3, Stanley Cup. 2, March Madness. Number 1 for me is the NFL playoff and the Super Bowl.
It's hard to beat.
Just because it's so good. We watch a lot of NFL football. I'm invested in every game. Even if my team's not there, I still I don't want to miss a thing there. So
yeah, no, I agree. And honestly,
I
mean, one of the things you said that was interesting to me was about the Masters. And it's like if I could select all 4 of the majors, golf might crack my top 5.
Might crack
all
the top
4
5?
majors combined as one. And the Masters could do it on its own. I mean, the Masters is incredible. But all 4 of them, it's pretty compelling
intense
stuff.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Dang, yeah, I didn't even think about that. But the Masters is a great honorable mention.
Yeah, it's up there.
College football is fantastic. We love college football, but I just don't think that the college football playoff it doesn't bring as much juice as some of these others. And it's newer. It's newer. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it takes
it is
so
very
long.
new. It's changing again this next year. They're still finding its footing. It takes away from the bowl games. It's so spread out. Like there are a lot of issues. But when the games are being played, I do think it's extremely enjoyable to watch. I just wish they could figure out the schedule a little bit better.
Yeah,
that's the big gripe from my side.
It's a tough scheduling, but I think hopefully it keeps on getting better because we love college football that much. But that's easier said than done.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think we'll continue to see it evolve. Obviously, the NIL factor is going to continue to evolve, and I think that's kind of what demotes the March Madness for me a little bit. I feel like they've taken away some of the Cinderella story magic that used to be such a cool aspect to college basketball that you didn't see in other sports like football, where you could have these tiny schools come out of nowhere and go on a run, and that was just part of the magic. But we won't see that as much.
Now that's pretty much impossible. I mean, you're not really going to see that at all, which is really unfortunate.
I mean, we had in the Final Four, wasn't it 1-2, 1-1? Like
it was
for all the seeds.
It was 1-1, 2-3.
1-1, 2-3. Okay.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Not terrible, but
And then a 1 versus 2. I mean, you can almost expect that. I mean, UConn's been on a pretty amazing run here, but
yeah, UConn's
it's
got
about to come to an
37
end.
seconds to score 4 and hold Michigan.
Oh, so who hit the 3? Oh, because I'm a little bit behind you. Oh, solo ball, huh? Oh,
Dagger.
yeah, he did.
Oh, did they change
Oh,
it to a 2-point? I think they just changed it to a 2-point.
oh, did they really?
Yeah, I think so. And
God, that's brutal.
it's unfortunate because we're at the end of this episode,
I
but
know, we're at the end.
we gotta make it these next couple of seconds just to see who
Hey,
wins.
but just to tease the people out there, we're gonna record another episode right now, so you still
Yeah,
might
we
hear
are.
us calling it.
Yeah, in
Go
fact,
listen
maybe
to the
that's
next
that's
episode,
let's
too.
do that. We're gonna end this one right where we're at, Benny, because we're gonna record sports movie bracket to end off our March Madness. I mean, that's going to be kind of our movie bracket. We'll go from 4 groups of 8 to 1 champion movie of what we
That's
think
right.
is the best sports movie that you can watch. And that's going to be our episode next
Yeah.
week.
So please
So-
go and listen.
And we'll wait anxiously to see what the result of this game is. But Benny, this was an absolute blast. If you have listened, thank you. We appreciate it. Review, comment, share it with your friends because we love all the folks we can get on the bench.
Absolutely, and stay hydrated. That's most important.
That's right. Stay hydrated. Adios.
See ya.